Hello there, my name is Ben Wade and I'd like to welcome you to this installment of Bionic You, the series dedicated to lighting the path to your full potential. In this video, you're going to learn one of the most exciting secrets out there, and here's a little hint as to what that is. Top producers do not pay to market their business. Instead, they get paid to market their business, and you're going to learn how that works right after this. Imagine for just a moment that you are walking through a casino and you decide to stop and play a $20 slot machine. You put in the $20, pull the handle, and the machine pays you $25. Feeling lucky, you decide to play again. In goes $20, out comes $25. And again, and again, and every time you put in $20, the machine is paying you $25. The only real question would become, how quickly can you keep putting that $20 in the machine? The answer would probably be as quickly as you could, since you're profiting $5 every time you do it. This concept, when marketing your business, is called a funded proposal. Instead of you paying your prospects to look at your sales message, they pay you to be able to look at it. And as long as you're careful about your budget, you can make more off of them than you spend in the advertising it takes to get their attention. Instead of you paying for your advertising at all, like most of your competition does, you are at least breaking even if not profiting, which means you can expand your advertising in a nearly unlimited fashion as it doesn't become an expense to match. This secret alone has made billionaires, and it's not new. One of the best examples of a funded proposal was the Poor Richard's Almanac, published by Benjamin Franklin in the mid-1700s. People bought the booklet, which was very popular because of the huge amount of useful information it provided. Cleverly tucked away in the almanac were advertisements for Benjamin Franklin's printing business. People were paying money to be able to read his advertisements. Benjamin Franklin's wealth in today's money would exceed $10 billion. Now, if you remember from the earlier video in this series, the principle discussed was that value creates gravity. This also works with your advertising. If your advertising holds little value in the eyes of your prospects, you have to pay for them to look at it. If, however, your advertising is packaged along with enough value, they will be willing and happy to pay for it instead. This could be in the form of an inexpensive ebook, access to a video, all kinds of things. This also gives you a fantastic opportunity to brand yourself as an expert in your field. By presenting the information in a helpful way, your prospects are giving you the opportunity to brand yourself as an expert that they are starting to know, like, and trust because you are the one giving them helpful information. Now, in today's world, you often don't even have to pay for advertising anymore due to the popularity of free publishing mediums. Free classifieds, video sites, and a multitude of social media sites have made advertising possibilities nearly endless and cost nothing or next to nothing. The process, however, remains the same. You offer them something in value in exchange for their information to add to your list, which is valuable to you. Now, how does this work in real life? You could offer an ebook, membership to a website, access to a video or recorded webinar for free as long as they subscribe to your newsletter or list. They are given helpful information which brands you as an expert in the process, and you have a new prospect to continue marketing helpful solutions to. There are also deeper benefits to your business and brand as well. It's a fact that winners start off by giving far more value than they ask for. When you start a conversation by offering to help people instead of immediately jumping into a sales conversation, people trust you far more. The leading edge of your business, your first impression everywhere you go, and your brand is always a welcomed, trusted presence instead of one that is detested and ignored. Then, when they receive your helpful information, it gives them a chance to get to know you in a non-pressure environment. They start to welcome your presence in their inbox or mailbox instead of you seeming spammy or annoying like a telemarketer or a door-to-door salesperson just hunting for a deal. If you're building a downline, imagine how empowered your entire team would be if they were all taught how to use a principle like this. There's a somewhat famous story about how a couple of realtors working as partners used a technique like this to take over a neighborhood from the competing realtor that had previously been the #1 listing agent in the area for over 20 years. The new realtor started knocking on the doors in the neighborhood around the houses they had listed. They would offer people a newsletter full of information about their neighborhood and ask if they wanted to continue receiving it in the mail whenever they printed it. They would write down the people's names and addresses and start mailing them their newsletter. Within a year, these two realtors had taken the majority of the business in that neighborhood from their competitor, who had dominated that neighborhood for over 2 decades and even lived in the area. There's another huge benefit to starting a conversation of any form with anyone by offering to give instead of lining up the conversation to try to sell something. It makes it much easier on most people to go out prospecting. They don't feel pressured to hit people with some pitch. This is especially crucial if you have newer people in your organization that aren't used to sales of any kind. It opens them up to working past any kind of timidity since they're giving instead of trying to ask for things. So, to wrap up, this video showed you how you can actually get paid to market your business to a new prospect instead of having to pay for advertising. Now, if you're watching this in the WhoIsBenWehde.com members area, be sure to look on the page below the video. As often as possible, you'll find links to additional resources that will help you expand on the information you were introduced to in this video.
And remember, if you thought this information was helpful, be sure to click that like button or favorite button so other people can find it too. And click that subscribe button so you'll never miss out whenever a new video comes out. However, the real gold mine is the members area of WhoIsBenWehde.com. That's where you'll find tons of videos like this one laid out step by step and organized so everything's easy to find. Thank you so much for watching.